Alright, we should be live now. How's everybody doing? Alright, let's see. Oh, see you later, Frank. Darn it, Frank has to go to the vet. Hopefully the button's good. Let's see. Alright. So, how have you all been doing? Bam, 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 bam. Well, I plan to farm some of the new monsters today. Yes, just confirming stream is working. There we go. Because I need some of the materials. The mats, brah. Brah. Need those mats. In the Discord, Xavier, I seen all the green. A programmer and Alamia, Douglas, Fury, and Xavier. Yes, I have seen the green. No, in game. Okay. Oh, I didn't share the session ID. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Seven R7Z GBPH 8LCN. Here we are. 77RZGBPH 8LCN. Everything is good. Copied it. So I did log on today and try to get some investigations and whatnot for these two monsters. They never showed up, like, ever. So that's disappointing. I don't think they can show up for investigations. I also don't think they can just show up randomly in the guiding lands. I cycled my guiding lands like a dozen times. Nothing. Not a single thing. Carter, your update still isn't done? That sucks. Sorry, man.
I've been waiting for you.
So I think the only thing we could do is the primary quest that you get when it first comes out. And the optionals. That's it. I think that's it. I don't think there's any other way to do the quests. Wah, 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 wah. All the green. Look at you sporting all the green. And you got the green mean boxing machines too. Thank you, Tarlena, for being here. Hey, David. I need more bait bugs. I must have over 1,000 bait bugs. So, difficulties. Let's see, do I still have the correct stuff equipped here? Cooling, anti-blast. I really don't think I need the cooling as much as I thought. Maybe it's helping, maybe it's not helping. I don't know. But I don't think it makes a big of enough difference for me to bother putting something else on. Hey, aw, I can't have two things. Fine. There, I got feline insurance for us. Yeah, I didn't have much trouble with either of them, though my teammates did die a lot more in the Raging Brachydios. We had like 3 deaths, I think, in that fight. Or was it 2? It might have been 2 deaths. We did have the spare death for sure, because the first 2 deaths came at the same time when he started throwing a temper tantrum. Look at how cute he is. Latreon Carter, is that who you're speaking of? The main trouble I have with the Raging Brachydios is how much he moves around. So something I did notice though is if you read the description, it's something I plan on trying out at some point, but I haven't done it. It says use melee attacks, water elemental attacks, or wasp water attacks to stop the slime from activating. So what that means is when his slime becomes a different color and you hit it and it falls off and explodes. Well, when that slime falls off and explodes, I think it hits him too. And if that's the case, then making sure to have water ammunition on your bowgun. You know, like say there's a bowgun that you're using for some other reason, but it also can take some water ammo. You're gonna want to equip that water ammo and use it to make that glowing crap drop off of them. So green. Excuse me. Here we go. Yeah, you're going to want to use that stuff to make that drop off of them. And if you can find water moss to pick up, pick that up and use it to hit his hands, his tail, and his face. There he is there. So there's water moss all around this area. In fact, I'm going to go over here and get some outside of this area. Because I see it on the map right here. I think that's just... I know, wait, that's those things. Isn't there some like right around here? Yeah. I know for sure there's some inside the fight. Alright, see his hands aren't doing it right now, I think. There, they just started getting angry zizzes. And so they'll change colors zizzes, and then they fall when you hit them. See that? Ah, he lifted up. I want to see if it... Ooh, it did make him drop something, though. I know for sure in the final stage of the fight, when he does the big explosions, it hurts him as well. Because I was seeing that it do damage numbers to him, but I'm not sure if these do damage. Nah, I didn't see the damage numbers. Doesn't mean it's not working. I have my kitty cat's plunder blade. This time around. Get him, kitty. Ow, that was all my health, man. Don't be mean. What? I didn't want that. There we go. Indestructible shell. Uh-oh. Ah! Sucks. This is... He trying to frame trap. Ooh wee, he trying to frame trap. What are you doing in this little spot, my guy? Come on, hurry up. Ooh, that was a good hit. Right in his home dome. Get some more of that water moss. There we go. Aw. Hey, don't be a bully. I'm trying to get mossy, my dude. Fine. I'll take the damage instead. Bile soul. Okay, I officially have the worst luck with Furious Rajang. No, it's just he is a frame trappy son of a bitch. Make sure that you eat the meal feline riser. That's one of the most important meals you can get. Because most of the monsters' frame traps are designed to kill you without feline riser, but feline riser makes it so you get extra frames of invincibility while trying to roll. I mean, when you're knocked over. So when he knocks you over, you can stay down for longer. Essentially, it lets it so it doesn't take. So you don't get frame trapped nearly as often. It's very, very useful for Capcom's little cheesy shit. Bio. Wow. Also, you'll want stun immunity. If you can manage to get stun immunity, that'll help out a lot. Like, see here, I got stunned, so I might die. Like, the game can't. This game can't kill me without being cheap. Like, it. And goes for most players who have any kind of experience. That's how Monster Hunter World is designed. Just a cheap ass old motherfuckers. Of course, immunity to the blight, or not blight, but you know what it's called, the blast shit, because that motherfucking shit is super spammy. It's all over the damn place. Damn it, I was hoping to trade. Because he's supposed to, Monster's supposed to de-aggro for a second when you're in a smoke cloud like this. But of course he didn't bother. Cheap bastards. Bozow! Aw, your slime fell. Quick Sheet 3 will also be useful for most of your weapons in a case like this. In a monster like this, you're going to want to have Superman dive. Like, you just need it, unfortunately. There we go. See, this is what's supposed to happen when you go into smoke. It's supposed to fuck up his AI. So this is like a stun. It's like a free stun for the rest of your team who's fighting the monster. There's a lot of artificial free stuns like that. If water it knocks that off of his horns, then it should knock it off of his horn naturally when he touches his horns to water too, I think. See how I made it drop myself? Oh, what the hell? Oh, yeah, Rajang is same way. He's super spammy. His pin is, you know, one of the cheapest thing they decided to add. The best thing to deal with that is to have Divine Protection 5. Divine Protection 5 is a anti-bullshit. I want red pits. I want the water slimes. That way I can slap him. His water slimes is on his explosive slimes. You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to try to fight him with only a like a bowgun with water, and do nothing. Why won't it let me fall off? What the fuck was that? And let him and see if there's like hidden damage, because in the final area it shows that his slimes can hurt him, but in the other areas they don't. So there might be some benefit in constantly making the slimes fall. Oh, we might get put to sleep too. What? That didn't put him to sleep? All that shit? I was swinging, thinking he was about to go to sleep or something, but I guess not. Alright. I don't think there's any water moss in this zone. Stop trying to be cheap, you dick. Oh, great. It pulled me to the other side, just like his face, so he doesn't take any damage because of glitches. Glitch, 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 glitch. Glitch, 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 glitch. I wonder if I can, Nope. It still doesn't work, man. I don't know why that doesn't work anymore. I don't know. Like, I even tested against the pole. It works against the pole still. I don't know what's changed. Why are you swinging the wrong way? Please fix that glitch, dude. I mean, it's not even a glitch. It's just poor programming. Like, it's just... We have this dead zone where the camera isn't telling you you're going to go that way, but it goes the wrong way. Bam, 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 bam. Because that would make the fight slightly more annoying. Bam, 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 bam. Aw, what a fucking asshole game. He's not having a bad day. He's not having a good day. He just went in rage so he can't get knocked into the wall anymore, and then next thing you know, gets the mount with the freaking traps, all the shit. Just a bad day for this Brachydios. Bile. Bile. Huh? Why is it carving? There we go. Do you get to carve twice? No, it didn't pop up. It just didn't carve for like a half a minute. Felt like weird. It's like that. The monster can summon a black hole. You mean he can summon his death? I'm scared of that. Oh, plenty of room. When he goes into that final room, I'm not going in right away, guys. I'm gonna get more materials. Ooh, I need to eat. Do I have the foodses? Getting lower on the staminas. Nope, doesn't look like it, unfortunately. You jerk. Oh, yes. Like, I do as much damage as he takes when he gets hit into the wall. Is he already going to the final room? Oh yeah, he's getting fucked up. Alright, well, let me get my more materials. Did someone lose connection? I think Shadow lost connection. Yeah. Are you at least able to fight him on your own, Xavier? It looks to me like you don't need much of his materials anyways, so hopefully it's not that bad. Because you had all of his armor. You stayed up all night farming, didn't you? Yeah, this Fatalis sounds like a discount Kirby. I think Kirby would win. Discount Kirby. Sounds like somebody went in solo. Good luck. Bring some final water moss supply with me. Boop. All right. Wait. Oh, okay. Hold on now, Bracky. I forgot to do one thing. Gotta max out my stamina. Because you gotta chase his ass all over the place. The last thing I need is to have a little sliver of stamina missing and not realize it. Great. As soon as I come in, he starts trying to do that ulti shit. Zofit Phalanx. He takes this game seriously. You can tell. Mr. Miyagi takes it seriously too. Mr. Miyagi whooping that ass. He's shanking the shit out of his leg. How's that feel, man? How's that shanking feel? Don't feel good? Oh shit. Oh yeah, that doesn't explode until he forces it to explode. No, I need my water moss. Give me my water moss. I was wondering if I could deactivate the slime on the ground. Where is my Miyagi abilities? Shank him again. You got this, Mr. Miyagi. Ow. That was painful. Uh-oh. I might get frame trapped here. Nope. Cool. He did. Oh, nope. He still got me. Let's just heal up real quick. Is there any spot that's not going to be covered in slime, you little shit? I'm going to go up here then. So when you explode it in a second here. There it is. Hey, you're not supposed to add more. Stop it. Stop it. Why isn't he exploded yet? What the fuck? He's taking forever to explode it. I figured he was gonna explode it. Yep, there it goes. Yeah, see, he hurts himself with that, you see? That makes me wonder if the other slimes that you knock off of him also hurt him. Of course. Why wouldn't that miss? Oh, what am I doing? I'm super low on health. Free hit. I think that's why he took so long to do it last time, is because I wasn't walking on it, and he was waiting for a point where we were both on it. The game's normally a dick like that. Alright, where's my other thing? Here we go. Ooh, he got paralyzed. Boozow. Just don't charge it. Just go for it. Free damage. Bam. Would love to. Oh, I could have got away with charging it, I think. Damn. Would have been like 400, 500 extra damage. Take this! Wait. Why isn't he taking it? What about those? Those take it? No. It was worth a test. Take this! One thing I forgot to try was I forgot to try to put a trap outside of the place and see if you could get a few inches of it inside the dungeon for a capture. That final headbutt. He was just about to do a final roar and he got headbutted instead. Get fucked. Nice. Congrats, Xavier. Yeah, it always takes a little longer for a team to win. Brachy Obliterator. Obliterator. Terrible name. Yeah, I've been saying it for a long time. This game actively discourages any sort of teamwork. It punishes you for trying to work together. It's a shame. But it's still fun to play around with people. Hey, I finally got a reactor. It's about damn time. Making me fight it twice for a reactor core. How dare you? How dare you? Wait, is the session not open? It's... You just have to put in the session ID, Sun Center. The ID is right there.
Ooh, hi.
Oh, I should be able to make some of the armor now. You know, I was thinking about the legs of Brachydios. And I was thinking, I almost don't want to use them. For any build where I would want the Brachydios set bonus, I think the legs would be the thing I would give up. I know that sounds crazy because they're like one of the best pieces, one of the best legs in the game. But the thing is, there's already really good legs. But there are no good arms. Like, all the arms in the game are trash. So, if you're already trying to get the set bonus, having 2 level 4 gem slots in Agitator 2, if you're trying to get max Agitator, seems like it actually might be interesting. And as good as the legs are, right? We already have, like, these, which are of equal quality. Like, these legs are the exact same quality of the other ones. Because if you look at it, it's a level 4 gym slot, 2 level 2 gym slots, and 2 level 1 gym slots. If you take out the critical eye and substitute with emptiness. And then if we look at Raging Brachydios, 2 level 2 gym slots on weakness exploit, 1 level 4 gym slot, and 2 level 1 gym slots. They're identical. So if instead you put the gloves in, and then one of the other pieces, it seems to me that's the best way to get the Brachydios' will if you're going for an agitator build. That way you can still put in the Yangaruga legs, which are already god tier, and then have room for other things. See, this is a level 2 slot, 2 level 4s, and a level 1. Yeah, see, this is just better. Someone was saying that is equal to the thing that I was already wearing. That's not true. This is better. The Brachydios one here is much better. Because you're getting 2 level 4s, a level 1, and a level 2. Where this, you're only getting 2 level 2s, a level 4, and a level 1. So you get a free skill out of it. You get 1 extra skill. Maybe even 2 if you have, like, if you put a hard decoration in that spot. This one here is like to put the goods as 2, but the 2 level 4 slots, as long as you have the decorations to use level 4 like you have the good decorations for the level 4 slots, it makes it like the best helmet in the game. What, like, isn't it? Like, someone's saying said it's comparable to some bullshit. I don't see anything that compares to it. Like, it's the best helmet in the game, clearly. Like, this is the most efficient helmet in the entire game now. Like, you could just do the math. So 4, 4, 2, 1. Versus 4, 2, 2, 1 versus 4, 2, 2, 2, 1. And trying to find the other pieces that are sometimes used. There's the where is it? There's the Anjanath one. I'm trying to find the Anjanath one. Stop making me go up. How far up do I gotta go, you son of a bitch? Oh, was it not Anjanath? Oh no, it's the it's that electric fucker. What is his name? Here it is, Fulgur Anjanath. Alright, here we go. And this is the only other one I know for 2, 2. Alright, so like Anybody know a helmet that anybody uses that is supposed to be good besides the new ones? Hey, Vepper. Did I put this one in here? 4222? No. Okay. Four, two, two, two. Okay, like here, look, do the math. All right, we're fucking say we're doing the Jaguar. All right, do the math. All right, except unlike with the Jaguar, this shit does add up. Okay. You got, I don't know if you can see it. It's not going to let me zoom in on it for some reason. But anyways, you got the new one, which is 442221. 4421, all right? So if you need every skill on the armor, this is how it adds up. You have 2 4 slots, 2 2 slots. No, I have 2 4 slots, a 2 slot, and a 1 slot. And notice on this one, which is the second best helmet in the game, you have 2 less. Notice on this one, you have 2 less. On this one, you have 3 less, right? And on this one, you have 1 extra, 1 less. That's it. And that's if you can use every single thing. You have 1 less on this one. So this is the new most efficient helmet in the game. I don't know. Someone was saying it's the equivalent. Like it's the same thing as some other helmets. No, it's not. Like it's objectively not. Like someone can't do fucking simple math. Because Furious Rajang, if you need weakness exploit on your build, which most builds do want weakness exploit, is absurdly efficient. Just look how efficient it is. Okay. And like I said, I think that rather than going with, if you were to take 2 pieces of this armor, first off, you don't need to wear the Brachydios greaves unless you're having some sort of issue with your build. Unless you're having some sort of issue with your build, to where you can eke out just a little bit of extra stuff. These Jan Garuga greaves are the exact same quality. Unlike the helmet, people were saying the greaves of Furious Rajang are better. Not Furious Rajang, but the greaves of Brachydios are better. No, they're not. They're the exact same quality. Look, just do the math. 4, 2, 2, 1, 1. Right? And if we scroll up, remember 4, 2, 2, 1, 1. When we scroll up, four, 2, 2, 1, 1. They're identical. Like there's a really easy way of testing it. Oh, I'd have to forge the legs. Let me see. If people can't do simple addition, or even not even addition, just looking at the numbers and comparing them, you can test it manually. Which I can't do here, but I'll do it with the helmet. Yeah, I'll do it with the helmet. So, Here's how you test it. If you some reason can't compare numbers very well, then just compare the actual skills. So you want to get as many skills as you can with just these two pieces of, with this one piece of armor, right? So right now all I have is weakness exploit 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to set decorations from current equipment, Bing, and then I'm going to go for critical boost with vitality, because you're going to have that in all your builds basically. And same thing with like critical eye. I'm gonna put 1 point of critical eye in there. Now if you look now with this one piece of armor and nothing wasted, I have weakness exploit 2, critical boost 1, health boost 1, and critical eye 1, right? And then we take the new helmet. What am I doing? Yeah, I'm just gonna put I'm not gonna put the exact same skills in it. I'm just gonna go with the two, because you're gonna do, I'm gonna substitute the one thing for that instead. So instead of 2 weakness exploit, we're gonna have 2 critical boost. And we're gonna go ahead and still take the final critical eye. But now look, we have the exact same things. Huh? Except for a little bit more. Notice that instead of weakness exploit 2, I have critical boost 2. That's because I just decided to focus on critical boost instead of weakness exploit. But if you notice, I have critical boost 2, weakness exploit 1, critical eye 1, and instead of health boost 1, I have health boost 2. It's a more efficient piece of armor. I now have an extra skill that I would not have had with that helmet. So as long as you have the decorations for it, the Brachydios helmet is the best helmet in the entire game. And as long as you have the decorations for it, the new greaves added to the game are identical to the Yangaruga greaves. They're no better, no worse. They give you, like, maybe you don't have critical eye decorations, then you want to go with the Yangaruga stuff. If you don't have the weakness exploit decorations, then you want to go with the furious Brachydios. Not furious, but raging Brachydios. They're identical. You'd end up with the same skills. I can't show you like I visually showed you there, unfortunately, because I don't have what it takes to craft the legs. Or do I? Is it just one of those Elder Dragon gem bullshit things? I hate that. No, it's that warhead, yeah. You need a Shara Ishvalda gem? What a dick. I ain't bothering to get that shit. I don't feel like fighting her anymore. She's a waste of my life. So, my advice, keep the Yangaruga legs. If you have all the decorations in the game and you're not worried about decorations, keep the Yangaruga legs. Keep them. Replace your helmet, though, with the new Brachydios helmet. And if you're going for agitator, I think I'd go with the gloves. I'd have to look at the armors again, but like say with the greatsword, definitely the gloves. I would go with the gloves in a heartbeat over the other thing. Because the chest, like, is, you can use the that metal armor. What is it called? The Damascus armor for the chest and the waist. Those two pieces are so efficient. But the gloves are trash. There's no good gloves in the game. None. But if you want agitator, those gloves are pretty good from Brachydios. So you put the helmet on, which is objectively the best helmet in the game now. And you put the gloves on, which are the best gloves in the game if you need agitator. You wear the Damascus mail chest, the Damascus waist piece, and the Yangaruga legs. Boom. Like, I'm gonna do that myself once I get the pieces I need to craft it. Alright, so meld some garbage. Are these added to the melding pool yet? Why are those tinkling? They shouldn't be tinkling. Have they already added in the new materials, but you're not able to access them yet? Because those were exclamation point, as if there was new stuff I could use. But I can't, obviously. I'm not seeing Brachydios shit. Ooh. Hellfire main. Oh, hey guys, I got good nose. Give me a second. There it is. I need this trash. Wasting my shit on this trash. Yeah, it doesn't look like they added the Raging Brachydios materials, as far as I can tell. Because I was just going to craft them. Anyways, take a look. They added new, you remember how the map took out the locations and instead just each by state, and instead it only showed it by state? They're showing it by city again finally. It's about damn time. So you can get a much better idea of where it is in your locations. See, for instance, before it was just saying New York, the state had like 1 million fucking cases of it, and I'm like, I don't know. That's not true. We all know that almost all of them are in one little spot. Yeah. All the cases are like right here. Like half of the cases of the US are located in this one spot right here. Over half, I think, actually. And then another third of the cases out of the like half the cases are located in that one spot, and then a third of the cases are located in these two states, right? Well, I'm not Oregon, San Francisco, Los Angeles, the California areas, and over here in Washington around Seattle. So a third of the cases of the US are here, slightly over half the US cases are here, and then the rest are spread throughout the rest of the nation, with a few having a little bit extra. Like in Georgia, most of the cases are around Atlanta, but there's a few spots. Surprisingly, so far at least, after the St. Patrick's Day parade, there's only 4 cases in Savannah. I figured since many people still showed up, but they didn't have the parade, but it was too late. People had already showed up, and they didn't really cancel their hotels and all that shit. I figured there'd still be a lot more cases, but it looks like so far not much, but we'll see how that goes. There's a chance that people just haven't been tested yet because a lot of people are staying home, right? But you can finally look specifically for how many are in your zone now without going stupid. Like in Arizona, we have 17 cases in cocaine. We have 25 in, I don't know a good name for that, Novo Jojo. We have 4 cases in the Screaming Apache. Yavapai. You got some dumbass names over here. What the hell is up with these terrible names in Arizona? Who named this place? Maricopa, 139 near Phoenix. 17 here. 24 in Pima. Santa Cruz has 1. And Kakish has 1. Oh wait, there's 1 more over here. And Yuma has 1. No, I said cocaine on purpose. Do you have Ebola? Like I've had it for like 6-7 years, bro. The Ebola's been trying to kill me for like 6 or 7 years. You can't kick my ass. But yeah, so you can finally go to this map again and actually get more accurate information about where it is in your state, because some of our states are bigger than some people's countries. So, you know, like, I think that maybe we should have a little bit more accurate information. Like, same with Canada. Like, why is Canada getting fucked? And you just see this one spot here. What the fuck does that tell people? It's like, here's Texas, right? Here's the entire United Kingdom. If you put that all together, it's a bit bigger than Texas. If you moosh all that shit together. But I think, like, take Ireland and mush it up against, as much as the Irish people don't want that. Look. It is what it is, man. The English don't play games. Scotland and Ireland, it's gonna take your shit. Look at Sweden and Finland. Come on, man. That can't be on accident. Sweden and Finland's always made me laugh. Damn Sweden, Finland. Look at China, though. China apparently is the best country in the world to be if you don't want to get messed up with the virus. It's apparently the safest place. 59,000 recovered. Only 4,000 active cases. Look. All of them recovered. Only 9 active cases and only 7 deaths. Only 16 active cases. Only 71. Only 9. Only 4. All of them are recovering. These 0. It's been completely eliminated from this place. with only 2 people dying and 144 of the 146 recovering. Only 2 left here. Only 75 left here. Only 1 left. And only 1 death. Everywhere else in the world, it's like a, you know, 1 to 3% ratio for deaths. But China? 0.1, bitch. Because they're just that hardcore. They're just that good. Or maybe they're just lying pieces of shit. You should lie better than that, China. Like, it's so obvious that these are lies. It's so fucking obvious that these are lies that this province, right next to Wuhan, right next to the fucking place where it all broke out, has 0 cases now. Just completely eradicated it. With only a 0.1% death ratio. I'm sorry? Can you share your secret? Because either one of 2 things are happening. Either this really is a manufactured thing that you created and you already had the vaccine, like you're supposed to do. You're supposed to develop the vaccine with the virus if you're going to do that kind of thing. Or you're a liar. And if it's the first one, you're also a fucking liar. In the place where it initially came from and spread throughout the whole world, they're still under a 1% death ratio compared to everywhere else. At a 0.5%. 0.5% in the epicenter. Only a 0.5%. Who the fuck believes this? You know who believes it? Our news organizations. They've been saying that they're fucking heroes, saying that they've done all that shit, claiming that they did all this great stuff and that they're amazing. Meanwhile, there's videos leaking from China of people saying that they saw them putting people who were still alive in body bags and burning them. Like putting them in incinerators, putting live people in body bags and then putting them in incinerators. There's videos saying that like there of people saying they eyewitnessed that, which of course that's secondhand information, but shit, it's a hell of a lot more believable than they just miraculously cured the fucking shit, but they still haven't cured it at the same time. It's just, I guess their people are just more resistant to it, you know? They're just more hardy, sturdy people. Yeah, sure. North Korea still doesn't have it. Yeah, that's actually possibly true, James. That's one of the things that's actually possibly true, that North Korea doesn't have it. Because the thing about North Korea is no one goes into North Korea on purpose unless there's some sort of like dignitary or some shit. You try your best to get out of North Korea if you're in it, but no one leaves it. So unless China's lobbing bombs filled with that virus over the border, or vice versa, you know, not vice versa, or South Korea is doing that, then there's not going to be any. You want to see what they're I'm gonna do the next hunt soon. So I'm willing to believe that there's very, very, very QK. I can't find like good, reliable images, but I'm willing to believe that there's very few cases of it in their country. And on top of that, anyone who's caught like an ammonia or the flu or something like that were just shot and like burned, most likely. As dictatorial as their country is, I don't see them. No, no one goes into that country on purpose unless there's some sort of like dignitary, or like fabulously wealthy fucker just wanting to LARP or some shit. And they're one of the most paranoid governments in the world. So the moment this shit started spreading around in China, they started, I guarantee, instantly started quarantining anybody, even if they were fabulously wealthy, who would come over. And if someone like went, they were just immediately shot and buried. And the person who shot them was probably shot and buried or burned. So I don't think that they're suffering from this even the slightest. But, you know, they're suffering from things that are a little bit more deadly than that. Like living under a dictator that doesn't give a fuck about its people. So... I mean, you know that whole thing, like, our store shelves are empty for short periods of time in America sometimes now. Because everyone's pantries are overflowing with food. And apparently toilet paper. Their country shelves are empty because their people are dying from, like, not having the shit that they need sometimes. That happens, unfortunately. Sucks. Sad, super sad. But if you must shop at a grocery store, the best thing to do is to shop in the middle of the night, dude. Like, you want to go around 3 or 4 a.m. when they're stocking the shelves. Because you go then, about 3 or 4 a.m., and the vast majority of the time the store doesn't have that many people in it. This is when I always do my shopping anyways, because I don't like people. So 3 or 4 a.m. your store has almost no people in it, and they're putting this food on the shelves as you speak, as you go in there. They've been putting it in there for a few hours, because they normally start around 10 to midnight. 10 p.m. to midnight is normally when most stores start doing stuff. The 24-hour stores are the best, though. Are the 24-hour stores closed, Vepper? But yeah. And then you get that shit in the middle of the night. Now, if the 24-hour stores are closed, then don't show up as soon as they open, because if you show up as soon as they open, that's when the most people are going to be there. That's my guess. At the least, you could do a drive-by to see how many people there are at the start. If you're super paranoid, if you're like Vepper levels of paranoia, then what you do is you bring along your cell phone and car charger, and then you park in the parking lot a little bit early, and you track the traffic. You track the traffic and see what the peak hours are, and then make sure you don't go when any peak hours are there. Then the next day, you know, you come in after you've tracked the traffic. See? You don't ever go in that day, though. You just leave that day. See, Vepper, I don't actually practice it, but man, I have the brain for the prep and shit if I wanted to be that. It's not paranoia if they really after your toilet paper. Meanwhile, there's like some like crime lord who has one of his underlings doing the same thing, but instead of tracking the traffic of the store and when its peak hours are, they're just like jotting down license plates and seeing who has all the toilet paper. They're like, yes. When the government collapses, we will seize all of the toilet paper. All of it. All right. Not if I see you first shave. I'll see you in a parking lot. Not if I see you first shave, says Vepper. Hey, no, I took too long to get into the next fight, Zoe. So I'm not gonna actually like make you wait for me. But after this next fight, I think I'm gonna make a light bowgun build for the monster, and make sure it has water ammo as well. And I'll constantly knock down his little like I'll do my normal shit to him. Like I'll try to maybe do maybe a KO water KO bowgun or something. I don't know. And then I'll constantly hit all his little charge spots and whatnot. No, I think I'll wait on that. I think because what I want to do, if I make an explosive bowgun build, if it's going to be an explosive build, then I want 4 pieces of Brachydios armor. That shit looks amazing. Or, is Brachydios will, is that shit added to the pool of Safi'jiiva things? Has anyone experimented with that? Because if that's in the pool... Oh my god, look at how terrible my weapon is. I forgot I didn't change any of my shit. Oops, sorry everybody. Give me a second here. I have the stuff all set up to select, so it shouldn't take that long. This time I'm going to make sure to use these powders. I keep being lazy about using the powders. There we go. I have a few AKs with medium range optics. I'm going to message my buddy that's a Walmart manager. If you got the hookup, you might be able to do some shopping in the middle of the night. They might let you in if you got the hookup. Because that's when I used to do all my shopping. It does, like, yeah. I'm sort of doing everyone a favor by not going out, not just for myself, but because people would be like paranoid as hell for me to be around anyone. Like I'm not really worried about catching it myself. If I catch it, I catch it. There's really nothing I can do. And if I catch it, then I'm gonna die. Because I have this upper respiratory shit. But not really. There's still a chance I could fight it off because I have a really, really strong immune system. I always have. I've always barely gotten sick whenever I get sick. This is by far been the worst thing I've ever had in my whole life. The sickness that just has never gone away. But excluding this, nothing. Like, nothing has ever hit me for more than a few days. I always kick it out. I purposely got this, like, I had something for a week once. I can't remember what it was. What is it called? My brain does things. Seriously, why? I keep wanting to say goosebumps. The fuck? Stop spinning around me faster than my fucking camera can rotate, bro. Yay, at least I hit his leg slightly. Fuck it, I'm switching early. I want to fly, bitch. I believe I can fly. Fuck off. Yeah, I kind of want to use a lance against this guy. I think a lance would fuck him up good. I think, unlike with Rajang, a lance would just, like, eat this guy for breakfast. I don't think I even traded. Man, imagine how cancerous these fights are gonna be when they're tempered, dude. Oh my god, dude. All these hits that take a third of your health to half of your health are going to either take all, like, 80% of your health or just insta-kill you. Like, it's gonna be one of those two things. Like, the half health shots are just gonna insta-kill you. The third of your health shots are gonna take, like, 90% of your health, and then he could combo you to death. Oof, that shit's gonna be annoying. Fly like an eagle. How are you doing, Frank? Does this monster feel any more difficult than any other monster when you're using a lance? To me, he looks like he's just going to be really easy with the lance. Theory craft wise, I don't see why he would be even slightly difficult. Frank says it's fun. Yeah, that means it's easy as shit. Means he poops all over this damn monster. He's like, I'm sorry, were we, like, you trying to do something to me? I don't give a fuck. How about that? He's like, oh, are you crying now? Oh, that's cute. Oh, don't you cry louder. That's fine. Yeah, I imagine Button's visit to the vet went well because it was a very quick visit. Come on, I tried to switch to the leg, but it didn't let me. You know, I'd like to break one of his legs. I think I might start focusing on his legs and try to break one of his legs before the final phase. Because his legs become super armored during the final phase. Fuck off. I said fuck off. I said fuck off. How did that hit his other thingy? That's weird. What's going on? Why can you not grapple his legs sometimes? It's so weird. There we go. He weakened one of them. Wow. I like how hardcore Zoe is. Zoe's like, fuck it, dude. I don't need any blast immunity. Meanwhile, me and Frank are like, blast immunity, bitches. We're playing it safe. Zoe's like, man, fuck that shit. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got room. I got like 60 offensive skills I need to put in here. It's one of my favorite things about the Lance is that it's so easy to get all those defensive skills in the build while still having every offensive skill you could possibly need. And my Lance builds are going to get even better now because of this armor. At least I think so. We'll see. I think so. I'm gonna get myself killed. I better stop charging with him. I keep shoulder charging him and trading, and my health keeps going down a little bit more and more. I think the shoulder charge should have one of two things. Either the speed at which you can do it should be increased by about a third, like a little bit faster. If you shoulder charge into shoulder charge, you should be able to do that a little bit faster. Or the armor, the damage reduction armor should be increased by about half. Like give about 50% more armor than it currently has. And I don't mean like 50% total. I mean 50% of an increase, right? So if currently it reduces your damage by 50%, make it reduce it by 75%. Like, oops. I must have tapped the button one extra time. You take this monster without a health bar? Oh yeah, this monster's not hard. None of the new monsters are hard. They just have some cheap stuff to them, but they're not that bad. So I could turn off the UI if you guys want. I am gonna do one thing though, and I'm gonna leave on my partner info. That way I don't have to pay as much attention to them. Because it's just much easier to heal them if I leave it on. If I don't have it on, then I have to look at them way more, and then what ends up happening is that I might not catch them having a low health bar. Oh, and sorry for not giving you the ID, by the way, guys. Here you go. Damn it. I was hoping the blast brought me just far enough back. I mean, the true charge. That I don't like. Most of the hitboxes on the monster's new attacks are fine, but that's some cheap shit. When you get hit by that, it's like, come on, man. Sorry, Busty. I almost got you. Sneaky little shit. Damn it, I hate that. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Keep thinking I have more life powder. Come on, man. That's the second time. Fuck off. Stop. I'm the only person here. Don't run from me, bitch. I hate when they do that. I didn't want to jump attack there. Because I want to avoid mounts if at all possible. Alright. It's going to be easy for me to control him. I'm going to put this in here then. Why you had to do that? He had to roar just as I hit the fucking toad. What a dick. I'm gonna get some more life powders because you guys are like twice now. I would have saved your life if I had the bigger life powders. Like there were 2 deaths that wouldn't have happened if I had the bigger life powder, because I went to go use the bigger life powder, and then as soon as I went to do it, it wasn't there. And so when I clicked on the lower life powder, as soon as it was about to come out, you died. Twice. Not once, but twice. That shit's annoying. Where's my meat? Give me the beef. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'll be back. The fucking goddamn fucking power tripped again.
right. I'll be back in like 15 minutes. I need to test some shit.
All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. I had to do some testing with the breaker. I wanted to see if I could get it to trip again. So, hey Frank, you like to fix a lot of your own stuff, right? You happen to know anything about like the wiring of how houses are supposed to work? I know a little bit, and a little bit I know tells me this shouldn't be the way I think it's what I think is happening shouldn't be happening based on my testing. All right. Wait. Oops, I switched to the wrong thing. My bad. Okay, so can a house be wired in a way to where a single outlet is hooked up to two different breakers, and if one of those breakers go, that outlet still gets power? I'm not saying it should be hooked up that way. I'm just saying, can it be? Because from what I know, that should be possible, but it shouldn't be happening. Like, that shouldn't be things that they do. I don't think you're supposed to do that. Yes, you can. Okay. Well, I think that's the problem. Because the thing that piqued my interest on this is that the only thing that today and that day that the powers were going out over and over again have in common is that there were children in the house using things. However, on both those days, they were using things that are not connected to the breaker that was constantly tripping. So what I tried to do was wire that thing and put that thing into a different breaker that was being used with an extension cord, and nothing went wrong. Then I sat there. That's what I was doing for like 15-20 minutes, guys. Is I was babysitting it because I didn't want anybody to trip over the extension cord because it was a fryer. Then I plugged it back into the outlet and decided to put a little extra draw on it by turning on the air fryer as well. And then within 5 minutes, the breaker trips. So I'm thinking what's happening, separate hot heads to each receptacle. I don't know what that means, sorry. So what I'm thinking what's happening is that some of the stuff that's wired in the kitchen are still somehow wired to whatever the kitchen's breakers are. The kitchen's on multiple breakers, by the way. But whatever the kitchen's breakers are on, I think they're also in, like, on my stuff too. like on the breakers to the things I'm using in my room, and unfortunately the air conditioning in the living room. You will see run breaker run to the top of the receptacle and a different breaker run the bottom. It's illegal in most states. One breaker run. What is it called? Do you know what that practice is called? I want to see if it's illegal in my state, because this place was made kind of shoddily. Some of the parts, some of the things you can tell they didn't do a good job on. Like I am aware that the people who do wiring tend to be separate from the people who do like shelving and shit like that. But like the shelves are not level, things like that. There's lots of little fucking shit that isn't right. The tub didn't have a seal from the like the tub is one of those fiberglass deals, but the fiberglass wall wasn't sealed to the tub part, so there was just this seam that water would roll behind. Like there was lots of stupid shit like that was done. And so that's two different areas. That's plumbing and freaking like the cabinet making. Unless the people who did the plumbing didn't like weren't going to do any of that stuff. They just did the basic plumbing and then they didn't install any of that shit, and then the people who did the construction installed all that. Or it could just be one company that did it all. One breaker runs to the top receptacle and a different breaker run the bottom. I'm Google searching what you just said. I don't know what that means. Separate lines and breakers for one receptacle. Ah. I'm looking at a picture here. That doesn't look like that's right. My kitchen outlet has a separate breaker for the tops of and bottoms of each receptacle. So what you're talking about is the outlet itself. By receptacle, you mean the thing that you plug into the outlet, like the spot where you plug shit in. I have no idea why someone would wire it this way. Has anyone heard of this? Upon further investigation, the whole house is set up this way. There's a switch as you can walk down each room, and it will turn off or on the bottom receptacle for the entire room. I have no idea why anyone would want to shut off every power receptacle in a room. Seems odd to me. Every bottom receptacle. The two wires in the front look almost white. Are they red in real life? The kitchen is supposed to be on its own outlets. It most certainly is not. It is most certainly not. Stuff in the kitchen will make other things go out. Split outlets, that's what they're called. All outlets in your home are fed via circuits control breaker. Both halves are normally in the outlet in the same circuit and are fed in one circuit breaker, but that may not always be the case. This is the biggest danger when dealing with split outlets. You think that you have turned off both receptacles when one is fed by a different circuit. The safety measure here is to always check and make sure the power is off. Alright, so let's look this up and see. So you think it's wired wrong, yeah? Is there any solution to this other than holes in walls? Also, give me a second here. Turn off my PlayStation again. There we go. Each room. No, one room is like it definitely doesn't work that way. Um like my room shares outlets with the living room and I think with a little bit with the kitchen too. And there's outlets in the living room that share room stuff with the kitchen. Um If there is room in the panel, additional breakers can be added to reduce the load of the panel on the panel. They do that because each outlet with breaker can only support a number of use. So they take from one less, cheaper because they don't need a new breaker. There is a 15% allowance and deviation on current draw. Also, outlets will get old and begin to fail by tripping, as do breakers. Yes, I know about that, and I was thinking that might be an issue.
Um, just give me a second. I'm gonna tell my roommate my findings, so we can put our heads together and decide what we're gonna do. Alright, so if the power trips again temporarily, I should be fine. We won't have to restart the whole session and stuff. But, you know, if it trips again, you know, I'll need like maybe 2 minutes or so to flip the breaker back over. But at least I won't have to start the whole game over again temporarily. I went ahead and used extension cord for PS3 or PS4. Okay. So, I know this hasn't been a very exciting stream, but I'm going to switch to Twitch, and hopefully we can get things going again and have it be a lot better than the crap we've been dealing with here today. I don't think it's going to trip again temporarily, but if it does, at least I won't lose my PlayStation progress, because that's really fucking annoying. Because that's not like losing connection. That's like everything I did, I just lost credit for. I don't get any of the materials that I gathered. I don't get any of that shit. You know, we did 90% of the fight, and I get none of the reward. Yes. Frank, well, that they do feel a little warm sometimes. When I would unplug, when I would go around unplugging a few things in the kitchen to check and see if that was somehow a thing, the outlets would be slightly warm. Not hot, by the way, just slightly warm. I'm going to get the breakers replaced and see from there. See what happens from there. It's probably a combination of weird wiring, old 20-plus-year-old breakers, and lots of power draw, because I have to have a lot of stuff on to stream, and this stuff is apparently somehow connected to some of the shit in the kitchen at the same time, which sucks. Crap, I meant to turn the audio up on my monitor, but instead I keep switching the input. But I permanently have my PlayStation. I'm going to permanently have my PlayStation separated. So if this happens again, the PlayStation won't go out. Because that is just really getting tedious. Like super tedious. Alright. So, I'm going to update the Twitch stuff too right away before we switch over. HEZC6. Did I put a 5? Yeah. XQZ. 3BMAHEZC6XQZ. No problem, Juan. I'll see you later. Sorry about all this, man. Those are old breakers. I change mine out every 10 years. I change my folks out every two after 10 years. So 20 years is like much older than they should be. Like, are you being like extra safe, or is just 20 just way too old? And we should have already changed them. Oh, that's right. I meant to update Catbot too. So, I want to have everything ready and going before we switch to Twitch, and just have it just be up and running, so we can start hunting right away. Oh, I didn't hit enter for the code that I had put down there, and I wrote it down, but I didn't hit enter for you guys. There you go. They are rated for 6 years. Oh, okay. Would a trailer make a big difference in that? Because I know a lot of trailer shit is custom, like specifically for trailers. Like a lot of stuff you have to get, and a lot of times when you need to get something to repair something that breaks down in a trailer, you have to go to like a trailer place in order to get it, because it's not standard. So wasn't sure if you would know. Alright, let's see. And normally the trailer stuff is more shoddy, if anything. That's what it seems to be to me. So I would think they would be rated for 3 years instead of 6. If there was a difference. Fucking sons of bitches. Okay, did I eat a... Yeah, I'm going to eat a gourmet voucher right now for anyone who needs to eat. But I'm not going to eat myself just yet. I'm going to get more stuff ready. I haven't been using those enough. It's starting to annoy me that I keep forgetting. They're generally the same version, it's just cheaper. Yeah. I mean, just same ones, but just cheaper. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream, guys, and I'm going to start up Twitch. But give Twitch... as soon as I start up Twitch, I'm going to do an ad break right away. And then while the ad break's running, I'm going to make a cup of coffee and come back with that. And then hopefully come back strong and finish the rest of the day without any more complications, let's hope. Okay, so I will see you guys there. Thank you everyone for showing up, and sorry this didn't go so well today. Oh yeah, that lance is insane looking. From the little bit I see of it, I'll look at it again once I get back though. Look at the whole thing.